Retention is quite simply one of the golden gooses, if that's such a word, golden geese of building a successful and thriving and impactful health and medical business. And it's not really put up there by a lot of people as one of the main focuses, and it should be. And I'm going to show you exactly right now how it is a hidden source of patience for you and your business. Now, we all know there are numerous ways to build a thriving health business, to have more impact, to, be able to empower more people, change more lives, etc. But one of the ways that most people actually neglect is actually based in and around the retention side of things. And that really is a big hidden source of patience in the vast majority of health businesses, to be completely honest. Now, when we stop and think about our own businesses, if I look at, 2 or 3 of our boardroom clients at the moment, they really are in a situation where they always have good new patient flow, and they've always got to focus on investing a lot of time and energy into being able to build their practice, build their client load, keep their diaries full by getting new patients. And if you think about the discussion and the words that you hear and the sentiment of the industry around marketing and growth and business, you always hear a lot of people talking about needing more clients. I want more patients. The new physio needs to be fuller, needs more clients. We hear it all the time about the growth. From a business coaching point of view, it's probably, I hear it from, I would say, at least 3 out of 4 people that I talk to. I say, what do you want right now? What could you, benefit from the most in your business? What's your business really need right now? What's the one thing? And 99 times out of 100, it will be along the lines of, we need more clients. We need more patients. 2 of my 6 team members need to have more clients. We need better marketing so we can have more new clients. And it's the same type of feel and the same type of commentary that we hear all the time. But there's a triangle that's involved on the marketing approach of your business, and to get new sales, to get that attraction side of things for your business. And it's based around the 3 R's that I always speak of, and it's part of our genius model. And when we look at this, it actually just comes down to referrals, retention, and reactivation. Now, obviously, you hear that word again, retention. It's the second one. It's the second of the 3 in the triangle. You must have all 3 as a nicely balanced triangle approach for you if you want to be able to build and grow a really successful and impactful health business. And so the retention is probably where most people don't focus enough of their attention. What they do focus on is getting more and more clients in, getting more. But if you actually look at this from an almost critical type angle, and we review where we're actually at in our own businesses around retention, it's actually very evident that for most people, and I could almost say the word all, we actually are negligent on actually working with retention strategies. And ultimately, that's where there's a massive hidden source of client and patient growth in your business right now that you're not actually harnessing. Now, retention is all about growing your community, growing your tribe. And Martin Luther King Jr., a great man, and someone that a good friend of mine actually consults with directly, once said, we may have all come on different boats, but we're now all in the same boat together. And it's true. When you start to think about your retention and the clients that are already in and around your tribe and community, you are all in the same boat. You've got them all in the same boat, and we need to be able to grow that and push that forward at a better rate. So when we start to stop and look at how we want to be able to build our tribe and our community and that hidden source in and around retention, we really need to actually start to have a bit of a look at what strategies we're actually putting into place inside our business to actually have better retention, to actually grow those clients that are already with us. Because ultimately, when we look at this from a financial point of view, this is by far the cheapest and easiest way to actually grow your business right now. I mean, think about it. If you're going to go out and invest a huge amount of time into social media and doing videos and lead magnets and handouts and sales calls and doctor's visits and meeting with, NDIS providers or work cover bodies, etc., all of those things take a huge amount of time, effort, energy, and ultimately everything is going to cost money. But if we invested a much smaller amount of time and worked the relationship of what is already in front of us, it's a much cheaper and easier way to grow and build your business. And that's where literally you can have the huge amount of growth in your business. It literally is the hidden source of your business that should be the first point of call if you're looking to build your business right now. See, the people that are already buying from you, for use of a better word, they're actually in a situation where they already know you. They certainly like you, and the vast majority of them will trust you. And so therefore they're getting good results. You might have a really good growth pathway with them. You might be seeing them on a regular basis and getting some really great avenues happening. And so you already have trust there. You've already won the battle to actually get them there in the first place, to actually be open and honest, to break down those barriers, to be accountable and responsible for their part of the journey that you guys are on together. So you've got a strong relationship. It's much easier to be able to build on that and grow that than what it is to go out and start a new relationship with someone who doesn't actually trust you, probably doesn't like you at this point in time, not because you're a bad person, but because if they don't even really know you or know of you, then it makes it a lot harder in that avenue. Even just going and getting referrals from other people, whether it's a trusted, medical source like a doctor, is actually a lot harder sell and will be a lot harder for that person and for your business. It will be more time intensive, more money intensive, more energy sapping than what it is to work on a retention strategy. Why? Well, quite simply, you've got to invest more time, which is more money. You've got to invest more energy. You've got to try and show people, demonstrate your expertise, make them realize that they can't live life without you. You've got to be able to show them the solution. You've got to be able to unpack their problems and their challenges and make them understand and agree and trust that you have the solution for them moving forward. So it's always a lot more expensive on every level of how you look at this to just go and look at getting new clients, new patients as their mentality for growth. The hidden source is literally always going to be in and around the avenues of retention. Now, when we stop and think about this as well, if we're allowing people to, in many respects, leak out of the business, right? It's like having a bucket that's got a hole in it, and we're not creating a good enough retention strategy inside our business now, and we allow people to leak on the way out of the business, you can quite easily, and this is very conservative, we can be very easily having a retention reduction in our business of 5 or 10% every single week. So if you go from, let's just pick some round numbers because it's easy for maths. If you've got 100 clients in your business and you were to easily be leaking 5% of those a week because, they've seen you a few times and they're moving on, you fixed their headache in 2 sessions and now they're, discharged and all these type of amazing words and things, you get into a situation where we don't have good retention. Now, if you're losing, let's say you've got 100 people and you lose 5%, that's 5 a week. Now, if your average sale was, $100 a week, again, let's use round numbers, right? We're actually potentially losing $500 next week alone, just off those 5 consults. Now, if you do that over a 4-week period, like for a month, for instance, you're now saying that's $2,000. But if you had a better retention strategy in place, and there's so many ways to do this, so many simple and easy ways where we can continue to help people in multiple ways. It doesn't have to just be, see you next week, and that type of, over-servicing bullshit from years gone by. It's not about that. But if we can actually put the right retention in place and plug those leaks, you literally can be saving yourself, $500 this week. That would be $1,000 next week. Be $1,500, $2,000 the following week. In a 4-week period, you're literally in a situation where it's just on $6,000 worth of consults that you would be saving. It's in a 1-month period. So when we start to look at these strategies, if you can improve your retention by even just 20 or 30%, which is super easy to do, you can be saving your business $6,000 to $8,000 a month without even trying. That's a simple $70,000 to $80,000 strategy right now that you should be already working on. And that's the low-hanging fruit. That's the people, the clients, the consults, the patients that are already there that we can be doing more with when we put the right retention into place. And so as a net result, rather than going and trying to always buy more clients for, a considerable amount of money, and most people we know are buying leads and prospects for $200 to $300 by the time they invest the time, money, staffing hours, and all these things. You sit there and go, well, if it's going to cost you $200 to buy a client and they only see you 3 times, you're only technically in a situation where you could even make $100 profit. But if you are able to look to be able to make more profit from those clients, have better retention in place, but also have a growth strategy that's revolved around retention for people that were already there, you don't have to be always spending $200 or $300 on buying new clients. So it's a double-edged sword. There's a cost benefit to it, plus the loss that's also there in the first place as well. And that's not even taking into consideration the lifetime value of these type of clients, and having loyalty programs in place, having referral-based processes in place, or having avenues where we've got different referral strategies in place and retention avenues moving forward. Some of this can be really simple. It might be around team training. It might be around some, maybe there is some incompetence with some long-term team members that need to be moved on or retrained or different focuses. Sometimes it can be just around communication and language. Sometimes it can be just as simple as making a slight little tweak for 5 to 10 seconds towards the back end of each consult. There's so many different ways that we do this and train this, but I guess it's really frustrating for me to see so many people leaking so much time, money, effort, and patience out of their business because of a big hole in their bucket, which is a lack of their ability and understanding of retention in and around the health and medical business. Literally, team, retention is the biggest hidden source of patience in your business right now. And if you get it right, which is very easy to do, very simple and easy to do, then you will notice significant growth in your business. You'll get a lot more time back. You'll save a lot of money. You'll have a lot more impact, a lot more freedom. You'll be able to empower and inspire loads more people. And ultimately, you'll have everything a lot more fulfilled personally and professionally from here. Go and get stuck in, team. Let's make it about retention. Let's go and tap that hidden source and go and have a more impactful business and meaning to everything we do. I'll talk to you again very soon. Hey guys, thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Profitable Practice Podcast. I would love nothing more than for you to be able to leave a review. I get so much joy out of listening and reading the amazing things that you guys say about this. So please subscribe to our channel, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Let's get some more fantastic information out there so all of us can grow the industry together. Cheers for now.